The Toolkit has been around for many years now, and it's been a highly successful internet-based repository for all sorts of water utility models. We have 10,000 users in 122 countries around the world, and it's been an outstanding success. We have nearly 7,000 downloads a year, and there's all sorts of different types of water models there for the DIY specialists. We call it the Bunnings of water modelling. As we move forward, the Toolkit becomes that important repository of all of our basic models and utilities, and it's there for the specialist to go and find exactly the tool they want for a particular job. But more importantly, we're now building a new integrated modelling system called eWater Source that offers a whole new enterprise level of software functionality for water resource modelling to water organisations in Australia and around the world. Our new tools will offer a whole range of things that can't currently be done now. For example, the ability to not only model human water use, but also to model environmental water use and economic water use at the same time, and to do so from catchment to river to estuary to the sea, for surface water and groundwater as well. These are things that can't easily or can't at all be done now. The improvements in a number of areas. First of all, in response to a whole lot of new policy initiatives under the National Water Initiative Framework and the National Water Act. So for example, being able to track ownership of water through the whole system, individual owners, being able to continuously share and allocate water, and being able to integrate environmental use of water in the health of wetlands into the routine day-to-day allocation of water for irrigation in cities. eWater, being a joint venture between many of the Australian government and water industry partners and researchers, means that we have brought those industry partners all the way along on the journey. We have industry scientists and industry water managers as part of the development team. We have steering committees, both at a technical level and chief executive and executive level from the major water, state and Commonwealth water agencies in Australia, working with us, pushing us, cajoling us, helping us along the way. Our focused catchment trials have been and will remain fundamentally important to us and to our partners. They're a trialling ground for our models when they're in the early stages of development as prototypes and beta releases. It helps us to test in real world situations whether all the questions that have been asked of us and been posed of us by our partners and end users have actually been addressed by the models and software. And probably just as importantly, if not more importantly, it's a place where staff who work in the industry, not just researchers working in universities or CSIRO, but the end users who work in the water industry, who plan and control water on a day-to-day basis, get a chance to use the models, get a chance to see how they work, get a chance to become familiar with them. And so they adopt the models through that process and they learn how to use them on the job, and that's a fundamentally important element of our focused catchment trials.